Welcome back to the UNCLEBOB Crypto Podcast. I am here today with Anthony Bertolino. He is from iTrust Capital, a place where you can self-trade cryptocurrency and physical gold in your IRA 401k. It's got some excellent reviews from Trustpilot. It's been featured in Yahoo Finance, Forbes, Cointelegraph most recently. And Anthony's here to tell us a little bit about the company.
Yes, very happy to be here. Thank you for inviting me. So again, my name is Anthony Bertolino. Very passionate about the alternative asset space. Been focusing on kind of fundamental investment theses around crypto assets and their networks, and then good old gold, precious metals, and some other assets in that alternative space. I came into crypto a couple years ago. Very, very interested in seeing it continue to grow and mature as a very important asset class from a macro perspective. ITrust Capital, we're the first low-cost, turnkey place to buy, sell, trade crypto assets, precious metals inside of an IRA. So it's mostly for U.S. investors as of right now. These shelters are for U.S. investors, but where most people are waiting for a Bitcoin ETF to be able to do this, you can already get physical crypto in institutional custody and get those tax benefits. So for me, no point in trading on a regular exchange if I can get those tax benefits.
That's interesting. What kind of trading are we talking about? Futures, or is it swing trading?
Yeah, good question. So it's any type of trading that you want to do in terms of if it's day trading, swing trading, etc. All of it is the physical asset traded at spot. So no futures, no derivatives, anything like that. It's all physically settled, held in institutional custody on a one-to-one basis, and you have ownership rights of that. So you can even take, withdrawal physical distributions if you want. Obviously, some tax caveats associated with that, but you buy, sell, trade. Not a lot of day traders on there as of right now. The platform is not set up for that, but definitely swing trading and anything that kind of fits your particular trading desires.
Can you hodl as well?
Yes, I hodl on there as well. That is what I do, with some risk management as well.
And what assets do you have currently?
Good question. So we have Bitcoin, Ethereum, obviously my two creme de la cremes. Then we have Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, Ripple, EOS. We're going to be adding more. We basically just kind of hear from our community, hear from our clients, find out what are the next best things to add. We obviously have a due diligence process, but a lot of exciting networks out there and their associated asset.
Okay, and can you tell us about why you started this company? Why you're here? What solution are you providing?
Yes, that's a great question, and it's definitely the heart of the matter why I work here and why we're building this brand. So I used to want to be like a financial advisor. Once I started kind of learning about traditional Wall Street and seeing the way the traditional assets, the system is kind of built upon, I didn't want to participate in that. I don't feel comfortable selling a mutual fund or a stock to a client when I personally believe it's fundamentally overvalued and there's maybe additional risks in that particular system or asset class. And so I started studying, alternative assets. 5 years ago, I worked for another alternative assets investment firm. And then recently I discovered iTrust Capital. I reached out to the co-founders and I said, hey, they're really going to be disrupting traditional finance. So, we're not going after, anyone other than the big dogs, Charles Schwab, Fidelity, Vanguard. We're looking to build a platform to compete with them, but for the investors who want alternatives.
Interesting. What's your take on the crypto market? What the near future and the long-term future? Are you excited for it?
Yeah, so I'm very, very excited. I think this asset class is undervalued from a long-term basis, maybe even midterm. Short-term is hard to say with what's going to happen because correlation right now is quite high with equities, and I might be an equity bear maybe, but when you have this much money printing, it's hard to say whether equities can even have a bear case right now. So midterm, long-term, very, very bullish. Think that Bitcoin, Ether will be almost globally adopted as asset classes, and many more, other networks. Those are two big dogs right now for sure.
Absolutely. You can see it happening with big institutional investors talking about placing Paul Tudor Jones saying that 2% of Tudor Investment Core will be invested into Bitcoin. You see PayPal, possibly the rumor is that you're going to be able to pay for Bitcoin on PayPal. So yeah, it's an asset class that isn't going away, is it?
Spot on. No, all the biggest names, and I think it's just a matter of time until you hear, another like the Ray Dalios, the Paul Tudor Jones, the big macro guys continuously talking about it. If you look at Real Vision and what they're doing over there, they'll have the oldest macro guys who've been around, 50 plus years trading global macro, and all of them almost are interested in Bitcoin at that point. And then it'll be a trickle down. Once you kind of understand Bitcoin, you can see the value in alternative networks. And, then you see Ethereum, then you see these other networks. And I think it'll be, a couple years, but, in my opinion, most investors will want at least some exposure to this asset class. And then for diehards like you and me, it might be more than, 2%.
How do you know? You can guess. Okay. What makes iTrust Capital so special then? Tell us a little bit about the tech and who you're working with.
Yeah, that's a great question. So previously there was a few small, call them boutique investment firms that offered crypto in your IRA. They were all charging 10 to 15% just to purchase it. So, heavy-handed brokers, and then charging, 2 to 6% to trade it, which is just ridiculous. Furthermore, a lot of them had very questionable custody. There's rumors floating around that one of the top three kind of crypto IRA players in the space actually just have ledgers in a vault that they're writing down the private keys and putting ledgers away, which is just inexcusable. So we built the first low-cost option. It's 1% per trade, what you'd expect from, like a Coinbase and any type of retail trading avenue, backed by institutional custody. So we're partnered with Curve. They use a multi-party computation scheme. For anyone who's interested in learning more about that, they have a full white paper you can read. And, the trading platform, again, is 24/7. We're going to be continuously innovating and improving upon it. But right now, buy, sell, trade, 3 clicks. It's definitely not for, your most sophisticated traders, but it definitely gets the job done, and it will only get improved from here.
Okay, so where can we find out more about this?
Yeah, so www.itrustcapital.com. We can go ahead and use your referral link as well. We set it up so any of your viewers or listeners, they can get at least 1 month for free. We'll probably end up doing 2 months, and we'll get that referral code in the bio. I don't have it off the top of my head.
Cool. Yeah, it will be in the link in this description below. Well, Anthony, thanks for coming on today. Thanks for explaining all about iTrust, and I wish you all the best. Let's see where this goes.
Yes, thank you for having me. Continue to do good work. Love the work you're doing, the trading, the macro, all of that for all your readers and listeners. Look forward to seeing you continue to grow, Bob.
Thank you.
Have a great day.